Hello and welcome back to the channel, and once again, as you can see, we're back in a video, and this time I've made some little changes and stuff, and hopefully the visuals are better. The last video I made like this was talking about my operation, and what I did is I grabbed my phone, my camera, and put it on one of those little camera stand things and put it on this ring light, right, on a tripod, and for some reason, like, God, the quality was awful. It's a good camera, but I guess it was just the lighting or something. I was having an issue with it, and I spent ages getting that video like sorted, and then I realized in the editing, or the very small amount of editing I did in that video, that it was too late. It was too late. But whatever, I'm back, and hopefully this is looking better for this video and future videos. So this is a little Christmas Eve video. It's now Christmas Eve. Not everyone, I'm sure, celebrates Christmas, but hopefully you're all having a nice holiday break and everything's chill, and if you're away from school or off work, awesome. But I wanted to touch base with you guys in a little video. It's been a while since I've made one of these. Little update, let you know how things are going with the channel, about me, and what's coming next, my sort of upcoming plans. So let's jump into that. What's going on with the channel right now? We're currently doing the Hollow Knight DLC playthrough, so if you don't know about that, that's currently ongoing, and I think we're almost through it. I would argue, having not beat it yet, I'm guessing I'm 70% of the way through. We'll see how long it takes me to beat like the final Pantheons. They're very difficult, but a big question is what's coming after that. So I finished that DLC, and yes, there's going to be more Hollow Knight DLC in the future. Hopefully the Hornet DLC where we get to play as Hornet, I'm praying. And I will cover that, of course. But what happens immediately after that? I want to do an ongoing playthrough on the channel. It's what my patrons, as I asked them, wanted most, and that's what I'm going to create. Things that satisfy and are enjoyable for them, basically, as like a main thing, a mainstay for the channel. So I need a new playthrough to do that's something I'm passionate about, dedicated to, and that's going to be Ashen. I made a little Hollow spotlight video. I say little, it was 3 hours long, but it was still a very long video because it was from a big live stream, and I didn't expect as many of you to actually watch that. It was like at least 2,000 people that clicked on that, and that's pretty good for me right now in terms of viewership. And as I imagined, the comments were all, please make videos, do a playthrough. And so I'm going to. When I finish the DLC, which won't be long for Hollow Knight, I will be doing an Ashen playthrough. So if you haven't checked out the Hollow Spotlight on it, it is essentially a Souls-like in its own style. The art style is really cool, very pretty to look at. But the world, the story, the love that's gone into the game, the gameplay, it is all simply brilliant. It is the best Souls-like I have played since I've started to play Souls-likes while we've not been able to play Souls games. So that's been wonderful. It's honestly been wonderful. So we're also doing that. I also released, talking about Souls, a Dark Souls challenge video from a series I'm doing on Twitch right now, where I basically, every time I die, I do a new challenge that's decided by the viewer. I obviously come and bring my own ideas and have a couple of fun ones, but I generally try to take suggestions from the viewers and pick one that sounds fun to do. Sometimes we do horrifically hard ones like torch only and fists only, and sometimes we do really dumb fun ones like the call out every action I take, like that video that I made. So if you've not checked that out, definitely do that. It's a very fun video, and good editing on it, like a little bit of editing going on there, and I want to do more of that. So there's going to be more of that on the Friday upload. Hopefully that should be it. Because I've got lots more challenges to show. It'll be a bit more, instead of just one challenge, it'll be a bunch of challenges, so it should be nice, fast-paced video and hopefully entertaining, so hopefully that goes down good. So what happens after that when I'm done with that challenge? Well, funnily enough, I'm going to do my Hollow Knight Steel Soul series. So on the Saturday, Sunday streams, I'm going to finish Dark Souls, and then when that's done, I will be doing Steel Soul Hollow Knight attempts. I do not think I'm going to do it on the first try, but I think it's going to be a really enjoyable platform to go through the game again, experience it again, just enjoy it, knowing what I know now, pay more attention to certain characters and their lore and little things. I'm sure we'll maybe make some more theories or understand it better. On top of the fact that I will be doing it where if I die, I have to fully restart and start from the beginning of the game. So it's going to be an intense challenge. I'm going to have some scary moments, I'm sure, and I'm definitely going to fail the challenge a few times. But I want to beat it. It will be really satisfying to do. So we're going to do that on Twitch. Maybe we'll do some stuff like bring it over on YouTube like we're doing every now and then with some videos. But for YouTube, I do want to create unique, this is a YouTube video recorded for YouTube, not always. Like, I want it to be like a 1 in 3 portion of Twitch stuff that's edited and brought over to YouTube. Absolutely brilliant for the people who don't watch Twitch, but the people who do watch Twitch might not want to see something they've already seen, of course. Even if it is like a alternate edited style, they might not be interested in, so that's fair enough. So that's what's currently ongoing and like the very next things that are coming. With Twitch, I'm going live 7 p.m. every night, GMT my time, and trying to push for like 4 or 5 hour streams. So that'll be 5 times a week. And then as you may have noticed, as I've really come back on YouTube, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. GMT. That's the upload time and schedule for my videos. It's going very well. We're almost, I think this is the 3rd week. Maybe this is already 3 weeks of it back on YouTube since my operation recovery and all that. It feels great to put this many videos out. I'm very proud of how it's going right now. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing and what's coming next. There we go. Just inhaled some tea, essentially. It was great, but half the cup needed it. So what I wanted to do in this video as well is ask for some suggestions, i.e. what would you like to see me do a playthrough on after Ashen? So Hollow Knight DLC's finished. We've gone through Ashen mostly. What would you think would be a good idea to do after that? Now, there may be some upcoming games that aren't quite out yet that you maybe suggest. Something you'd enjoy me doing. For example, Sekiro or the Subnautica Ice expansion. I will be covering both of those and doing both of those, rest assured. But maybe there's a game that I don't know about that you think would be good for this Hollow playthrough style where I really pay attention to the game, and when it's got lots of depth and there's a lot of love in the game, it's a perfect game for me, you know, if it's got that kind of detail. Doing like an upcoming AAA generic game that everyone's going to cover anyway, maybe not as necessary. But it doesn't have to be like an indie title, one that no one knows about. Some people were suggesting I do Hades, and I see that more as like a Binding of Isaac style game, and I'm not actually entirely against that. It would be cool, but for specifically Hollow playthroughs, I was wondering if any of you guys had any cool suggestions or good ideas for that. So yeah, kind of like, you tell me if there's anything you're interested in seeing, or any games that are upcoming that you're excited about, and maybe it'll jog my memory and I can write down like a list of like things to look at or plan to cover or whatever. Doing what you guys want to see is definitely going to be part of the channel and my coming back to it. A couple of other videos that I was hoping to make would be the Smudge video. People are asking how little guy's doing and everything, and they want to see him. Totally understandable. You don't have the hashtag blessed life that I do, where I can just go through that door and immediately be petting the best rabbit in existence. And I have that, and you don't, and that's just sad, really. So I can do the next best thing and make a video talking about how he's doing and showing him how he's doing. I've been planning on doing it for a bit. It's just getting so dark so early that I'm going to need to get up extra early to actually do it. I will be getting him some Christmas presents. I'm planning on getting him like a comfy sort of cat or dog bed, you know, a small comfy thing for him to rest in, and he'd probably chew on it and destroy it pretty quick. But it's Christmas, so I want to get him something nice. Maybe I'm going to get him a couple of nice pillows to bounce around on. He loves soft stuff. Whenever he comes in here with the carpet, he loves laying down, and he likes to just bury himself into the carpet because he runs around in a garage space, so it's kind of like flat stone kind of thing. So anything comfy. He has like this woolen blanket that he likes to basically huddle up and cuddle up in, and it's very cute, and I want to give him more stuff like that. Maybe even I was planning on getting some smaller stuff. Obviously this fence here is what I use to wall off the computer so he can't get to any wires and all that when he does come in here, but something less invasive. It's heavy and it's very high up, and I can't lean over it or step over it. I have to move it all the way around. Something a bit more convenient would be nice too. So I'll probably get those, maybe order off Amazon or whatever, get him some more toys and stuff, and then I'll basically show you how he's reacting to those, and I'm sure he's going to love it. So that's going to come. I was planning on doing maybe some baking or cooking streams for ages. I have a really good gaming laptop, so that'll be the camera for it and the setup for it in the kitchen. I am an okay cook. I'm not like a great cook. I cook for like convenience and survival, and like, you know, ultimately get the nutrients and good meals that I have. And we definitely have good meals here. Tony's fantastic. He's a much better cook than me. He's been doing lots of testing and practicing. I'm going to get him to show me a bunch of stuff. And I don't know, it's a weird one. I don't really want to showcase, here's this meal I think I'm pro at, because I'm not. I'm like learning. But I don't know whether I should really do like learning stuff. Maybe I should just not care and just be like, hey, I'm going to learn to do this and we'll see how it goes, and it'll be a terrible mess and it'll come out and we'll see how it is. And I enjoy the format where I can just talk to you guys and basically spend time with chat and be super interactive, as well as doing something a bit silly and out of my normal comfort zone. Definitely want to at least try it once, so that'll be a thing I do soon. And collaboration, you know, guys, you've been asking for a long time, are you going to do videos with Rage or do any collaboration with other people? It's something I used to do a lot of and haven't done in a long time. Well, I've actually done a stream with Phoenix, a fellow streamer, a good friend of mine, a little bit ago, and it was honestly just 3 hours of non-stop like laughter. It was really funny. So I'd like to edit and make a video out of that maybe. And I also did 2-man Behemoth hunts with Rage when Behemoth came out in Monster Hunter World. I would like to do a little bit more hunting with him and actually kill it, because we got really close, but God, did we have some funny moments and some alright conversations. So that could be a video too. But it's not like the problem with that is it's not a consistent thing. Every now and then, randomly, I'll do something with someone else and then maybe it's worthy of like a content, but it's not a consistent thing. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it being consistent and just go, hey, cool thing happened, let's make a video out of it. It doesn't necessarily need to be a weekly thing or something, because I know you guys would like to see something like that maybe, but you let me know. Finally, I would like to do Monster Hunter videos. It's something I've been thinking about. It's a home game for me on Twitch. I stream it a lot. I have a great time doing it, but I've got to decide what kind of video do I want to do for that. Yes, I've got these 2 videos with like Faye and Rage to make, but they're not consistent. So what do? I don't really want to just do gameplay because no one's going to really want to see that on YouTube. Yes, I could make like a more advanced guide on longswords, because I've been playing longswords for like at least 100+ hours, and I've got to like this advanced stage where I understand why I use stuff and the delaying and all this intricate stuff that would be useful to a player who's learning longsword, because when I was learning longsword, would always try to find advanced information about it. It's like an interesting weapon, many different levels to it, tons to say, and that's kind of how it is for all Monster Hunter weapons. And because it's my main weapon and I've spent so long on it and done all this different stuff with different monsters in 10 ways, I think I have some things I could say that aren't really out there in generic, here's the basics of the weapon tutorial videos. But the problem with those types of videos is you guys need to really care about Monster Hunter and specifically longswords, which I would say is a tiny portion of my audience, maybe 10 of you, if that. So maybe something to do down the line when I have made something of myself as a Monster Hunter YouTuber, but I've got to decide what path do I want to take, because it can't necessarily be tutorials and gameplays more inconsistent. So I've got a lot of thinking to do on that, and I might just try some things like throwing it at the wall and seeing if it sticks kind of ideas. We'll see, but I've got to work that out. Other than that though, thank you very much for watching and listening. One final thing is I was interested in seeing what is your favorite gift that you're giving this year as like a comment to leave. My favorite gift that I'm giving this year is probably the one that I'm giving to my brother. He has started to learn how to make pedals himself, like out of scratch, and modify pedals, guitar pedals specifically, to change the way that they work and sound. And it's a really cool thing, and it's really cool to see him basically passionate about something that's creative and to do with his music passions outside of his usual job, and kind of create something himself. And who knows, down the line maybe he could do something career-wise with it. But I want to support that, and I want to learn more about that. Now, I don't know anything about it, so I got him like a little utensil, you know, those oh, I wish I could remember, utility knife type of thing. So it's like a thing, and then like many different types of knives come out of it. Well, out of this comes like different screwdrivers and like tweezers and pliers and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if it's going to be specifically useful for what he's trying to do, but I figure a tool like that with many different things on it might come in handy every now and then with him tinkering with stuff. I did Google it and research it, but I didn't think buying him like a welding blowtorch was just a good idea while he's just beginning, and I don't really know if that's very safe. So I couldn't find anything too specific, so that's what I went with. But anyway, the one that I got him was this really cool looking one, like it was like golden brown, and just, it looks slick. I hope he likes it. That's probably my favorite gift that I'm giving this year. So I'm always interested, what do you guys give your family, your friends? What's your favorite thing you've given? Anyway, I've talked for way too long. I was worried this video would be like 5 minutes and that'd be too little. This is probably way longer than that. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble on. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's been wonderful to come back and do YouTube again in such a consistent way and force myself back on that, you know, climb back on the horse, especially after the operation. It feels really good to just upload a video and see people like comment and have that interaction. And it's been really enjoyable replying to everyone and seeing everyone's passion for the games or whatever I'm doing. It's been wonderful. So I'm excited to see the comments on this video. Thank you once again. Have a great Christmas if you are celebrating. Otherwise, have a relaxing day tomorrow. And I'll see you soon on the channel with more.